Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We're about to sweeten up your Tuesday afternoon, and we've got a guest chef with us in the loft today. Alice Toish, who you all know, always has something funky and delicious to make. And today, you've taken it to a whole new level. You saw that we had to win a home on Afternoon Express, and you were like, you know what?
And I was jealous. I wanted a home.
Yeah, so you decided to make your own one.
I decided I wanted a wine farm in the winelands, and so, I mean, it's the most economic way I can do it right now.
It looks like so much admin, so I'm really excited for you to show us how to make this so we can all make it at home. And trust me, this will keep your kids busy for hours upon hours upon hours. It'll be like, you know, sending them off to Granny, just make them make a gingerbread house and they'll be done for weeks.
Okay. Soetkoekie house, Cape Dutch style, you've got hours and hours ahead. So what's really great about this recipe is I've developed a kind of Soetkoekie that's a no spread. So what you don't want to do is, because we're using a template, is to cut these perfect thin edges and get your lines perfect and then pop it in the oven and they all spread into one big mush. So this is absolutely simple. What we're going to start with is just some soft butter. And into that we put caster sugar.
Yummy. And obviously caster sugar, because it dissolves much easier than regular types of sugar.
Much quicker. And what's also great about this specific recipe is that you don't actually have to chill it, which is amazing for a Soetkoekie recipe.
You haven't added your sugar.
Oh, there we go.
It would help, eh?
Pop in.
It probably would be easier. I'm just going to do it from the side. How much do we have to put?
Put the whole thing in.
Whole thing in. Ta-da! Caster
Very
snow
sweet.
goes in.
Perfect. So
we're saying caster sugar and caster snow, but I'm sure there are differences, so that's cool.
And that's one of the things, talking about snow, that I think it's so much more relevant for us in South Africa to make kind of houses and architecture around the festive time coming up that represents like our heritage. And there's so many ways you can go with that. That's not necessarily just, you know, I love the gingerbread houses, they're adorable, but, you know, we don't live in, you know, we don't need snow on them. We can do beach scenes. So into that, we're going to add 2 eggs. And our spices we're using today, I love vanilla. So we're using a bit of vanilla powder and vanilla essence, as well as some nutmeg.
Can I turn this up a bit?
You can pop that on a bit.
Just to make sure that he gets himself properly incorporated. There we go.
And there's our nutmeg.
I love the way that you're telling stories through the cooking. We've been talking about storytelling the whole way, and here you are telling your own unique story. Is there, like, Dutch style in your family?
Well, not necessarily, but I do love wine, and I love, you know, the idea of one day just like sitting in a beautiful Victorian cottage. But I do, every single December time, I make a cookie house for my nephews, and whoever's like kind of the best during the process gets to smash the whole thing with the giant wooden spoon.
How cool.
So it's a good way to like entice kids, if you're making this with kids, to just kind of let them look forward to like completely deconstructing it.
That's the one thing I actually was going to ask you. Towards the end of the show, we're going to have to eat this thing. Like, is it kosher to have to like break the tips off, or just leave it looking perfect?
I would totally recommend going balls to the walls, just like absolutely smash it and enjoy and get ready. Put a kettle of tea on and then just like break it apart, you know, and that's the whole fun of it. So we're just going to kind of add slowly our dry ingredients. There is some baking powder in here, but it actually is not a lot of baking powder.
You don't want it to raise. You don't want it to rise.
Not too much. And what you'll start to notice right at the end of this cookie dough is it starts to get very dry. Then put your beater off. It actually gets too tough for the mixer. Dampen your hands with a bit of water and get stuck in there and start to knead the dough yourself, and don't chill it. You're ready to just put it on a cool surface, put 2 sheets of baking powder, throw a bit of baking powder in, roll it out to about 5 mils.
Okay, 5 mils thickness, eh?
5 mils thickness, and then you're going to have your awesome cookie dough. One thing I totally forgot to bring today is the template, but it's designed, and I have popped it online there for you guys. So this would actually be, you know, I'd like like a primary school teacher, I went and laminated mine so I can use it again. It's a really great...
She's such a perfectionist. It's crazy. So basically, you guys can go get that design on the website. You guys print it out and obviously put it over your cookie dough. Then you just cut the pieces out like she's doing now, and you'll create the little pieces like you've got there. Then you bake those, I assume. Yes.
So then you pop those on the tray. And one thing that we're going to do, just to add a little special treat with this, is that we're going to make stained glass windows. And it's so simple to do this.
Cool.
Yeah, it's the best. What you basically do is you're going to smash up a bunch of these. So they're your kind of like hard candy sweets, anything that you can find in the store. Smash them up and pop them right before it goes in the oven. Pop them in the center over here and break them up in a little jar until you're ready. They'll like start to crystallize.
Melt in the oven, and they look something like that. Once you put all the different pieces together, I guess this is the part that it becomes fun. You can just assemble all the pieces together, decorate it with the icing, which is something that you've also got the details on our website.
Yes, I've literally got the best royal icing recipe online. And then you'll kind of finish off with bits like this, which we're going to head over here and join with caramel.
I don't know if we'll manage to have the time to do that right now. So what I think what we're going to do is get everyone to head over to our Facebook page. To our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. There you can find all the details on how you can put this whole thing together. Those are the most important parts. It's afternoonexpress.co.za, as you can find the templates there, ingredients,
Everything,
recipes.
the royal icing,
Amazing.
and then, yeah, mix
Can I
all
take it
together.
through to the table?
Go ahead,
I
I'm
have
going
to
to
show
bring
people
these.
this.